But the main reason for me not to take this phenomenal economic growth too seriously is the fact that it's all based on the existence of one resource. In other words, very large oil reserves were discovered in Equatorial Guinea back in 1996. The fact is, the country did not have and still does not have the technical capacity to either locate, extract, or process this newfound wealth. The result of this has been that, well, basically all of its oil is being pumped out by United States oil companies. In other words, Equatorial Guinea is experiencing economic growth, or nominally at least experiencing economic growth, without economic development. So what's the difference? Well, it's actually very difficult to define economic development, but one way of looking at economic development would be to consider the productive capabilities of a country. And that what that means, what it boils down to, in very simple terms, is its ability to organize and particularly to transform its productive activities. So, who then has benefited from this surge of growth in Equatorial Guinea? As you can probably guess, it's not the people themselves. 60% of the population of Equatorial Guinea are still struggling in absolute poverty. The president of the country, President Obiang, one of the world's worst dictators, in fact, and his family are doing very well for themselves. And I imagine US oil companies are probably also making a killing. And all of this is happening despite the fact that Equatorial Guinea has a nominal GDP close to that of Portugal or, say, South Korea. Now, this may be a rather extreme example of how distorted a picture GDP can provide us with, but there are others as well. Many of them involve natural resources, of course. Some of them are less extreme, but the picture is very much the same. A small clique becomes very, very wealthy, together with a number of foreign companies, and the population in general tends to lose out. So I would conclude by saying that we would be very well advised to look more closely when we're being fed the good news of economic growth. It's important to realize, therefore, how meaningless, if you like, GDP figures can be as a measure of human development and shared prosperity. Thank you.